Jack, how different is the way Poach plays a 4-2-3-1 and the way Ben Olsen plays it, and the way Jim Curtin played a 4-4-2 in terms of how you play?
Yeah, I think all three kind of have a bit of similarities where I'm in the middle of the field. That Philly was more wider, but I think between Houston and here, it's definitely similar, trying to get me on the ball and try to play forward. That's what I tried to do when I came into the game and hope to do it more.
Patrick, what were the discussions like since the Panama game internally? What you guys discuss both with the staff and among yourselves about what moves to change, not necessarily tactically, but in your attitude and fire and all.
Yeah, of course. I mean, main thing for us that was said was just to come out firing, especially against Canada. Now, obviously, we need to play stronger and harder and put the effort into it. And as long as we do that, then the results should come. We just got to really apply ourselves this time and really implement that.
How did the field play? Because there's been some talk about how it's like a hybrid surface with some artificial turf, some grass. I mean, did you notice anything different about it? I mean, how did the field play for you?
I mean, like, I think for me, I just go out and play and try to enjoy it. I didn't really have much complaints about it. Obviously, we just wanted the result, but for me, it was fine.
Jack, how did you think about the way you guys were struggling to break them down before you came on, and then once you got on the pitch? What were the instructions like for you, and then once you got on, what were you seeing in terms of how difficult it was to break them down?
Yeah, definitely. They were sitting in a low block, and they're a tough team to break down, obviously, when they have 11 guys behind the ball. But my instructions are to come on, try to play in behind, try to play forward, and I tried doing that. And it didn't work out, obviously, which sucks, but I hope to do it next game.
In terms of when to play forward, could you talk about, Fox was talking earlier about, like, maybe needing to take more risks. You guys talked about that. You talk about that balance between circulating the ball versus trying to play like that guys.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of times we were going side to side, stuff like that, instead of trying to play through the lines, which is what he wants us to do, and we have to do that more next game.
Jack, can you just take us through the past week? Like, when did you find out you were coming into camp? And, how is? I assume it's a pretty big mental adjustment to suddenly find it out, and I assume pretty quickly then you were actually in here, right?
Yeah. I found out after our game against RSL on Saturday night and flew in Sunday morning. So it was definitely a quick turnaround. I'm really excited and happy to be here with the big group.
How did the field play for you?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty slick. I mean, there was no complaints like Pat said.
Patrick, you said in January just that Mauricio kind of told you to just be you, just play your game, and you come in the other night, and it was very similar to how you play with Charlotte. Trying to blur the defender, use your pace, get through. Is that kind of the message this time around? Obviously, it's a different sort of team and a different sort of competition, but is it more so just be you, or is it to try and fit into these guys around you?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you want to build as much chemistry with the guys. That's number one. Everyone want to do that. But like for myself, I play my game. I try to go out it the right way, and that's getting in behind and making plays happen, And obviously, I was able to create a couple, but I wasn't able to capitalize. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Jack, you're cap tied now to the U.S., and I think everybody who knows you that was what you wanted, but now that it's official and the Irish are going to stop calling you, how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I'm honored to be here with this group and play with such a great group of players and to play in big games like that. I hope to keep doing that.
Patrick, you've had some success already with the national team, but you mentioned you had some chances against Panama that you didn't finish. There's a lot of competition for the center forward position a year away from the World Cup. How do you forget about those chances missed and just kind of continue?
I mean, I'm going to just keep going. At the end of the day, like, as long as I'm creating chances, I know some will go in the back of the net, some might get saved, and some might not be on target. But at the end of the day, all I want to do is create the chances, and as long as I keep doing that and putting myself in great positions, anything's possible.
Has this been like a pretty shocking rise for you from essentially not getting called up to now being essentially in the running for a World Cup spot potentially?
I think, like, I always back myself, and I kind of knew what I can do. It was only a matter of the right eyes seeing me, and I feel like once I had the opportunity, I told myself I want to take advantage of it. And when I was able to go to Jan Camp, I was able to really show and be in training sessions with the guys, and obviously the staff was able to see me more in deep. And then when I got here, it was the same thing. It was just like doing what I know I can do and applying to myself on the field and hopefully in the games.
Actually, first experience for you at this level, the full team anyway. How much will that help you tomorrow for the chance?
Yeah, I think being here with these guys and like saying like the A squad or whatever, it's good. Learning a lot, as we train, and to be in a position where the ball's moving quick and you have to make plays quickly and stuff like that. I think for me, it's just going to help me develop even more. And obviously going to tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to apply myself and get something there.
Jack, Pochettino today referred to you as a different player, which is, as a 10 or as a creative player, is a big compliment. What does he ask of you specifically in that position? Did he ask you to play like a 10 behind the strikers and create, or is it more within a withdrawal role?
Yeah, he kind of just gives me freedom to get the ball wherever. He always wants me on it and wants me to take risks, like I said earlier. So I try to do that. I know I can do it, and I try to show that in the game.
Last question. Jack, in terms of speed of play, was that different than what you experienced in MLS or even in January?
I wouldn't say they were kind of sitting deeper, so I feel like I had time and space on the ball, which is what I thrive in, I think. So I think it'll be a different game coming up now against Canada.